Hallo, ons gaat here playing the demo Evotinction. Warning for possible seizures from the flashes. Chinese.
Digital hearing enhancement initialized. Neural feedback status green. Helmet uplink established. Personal interface initialization complete.
Doctor? Doctor, can you hear me?
Augmented reality module now online. Versatile life suit activation routine complete.
Doctor, I am getting visual feedback from your helmet uplink. That means your PI must now be online.
Initialization sequence complete. Stand by for cryofluid injection.
Doctor, you need to enter scan mode and access your laptop to terminate the cryopreservation procedure. Hurry. Doctor? How are you feeling?
There's 2,000 people facing certain death right now. Unless we help them, my feelings are not a priority.
That may be true, Doctor, but these people's well-being happens to depend on yours.
I'm fine. Just give me an update about the situation in here.
The Human Activity Monitor shows a 4.30% drop over the course of your surgery.
So, that's 87 more people who potentially went missing. We need to hurry.
Be that as it may, Doctor, we still need to test your implants before we proceed.
Fine, let's just get it over with.
Hold the scan button to activate scan mode. NER VR will interpret your optical signals and locate useful objects for you. It will use this to display relevant data. Your PI will automatically attempt to connect and hack any hardware you scan. You can perform a number of useful actions in this manner. You can also use scan mode to find solutions to tricky situations. I see that your NER-VR 2.0 interface is now online. Your condition is acceptable, which means we can proceed with the mission.
Is Neil still near the secondary entrance?
Mr. Wilder's last login was half an hour ago.
Okay. I'll stop by to see him before we go in.
Yes, of course. As you wish. To use one of your colorful expressions, Doctor, shall we get cracking? I will be here if you need backup.
Yep, let's go. We've kept Neil waiting long enough.
The OS is the Doctor's personal genie. As it is a highly experimental prototype, the Doctor has disconnected it from the TIS network, and thus prevented OS from being infected by Red. Despite running a number of advanced experimental routines, OS remained more compatible like all other genies.
Dr. Liu's research log, entry 2. This is now hour 42 of the Red contamination of his systems. I've finally managed to crack Red's encrypted payload, which means I was able to perform some sandbox testing. The results are, well, Red is a magnificent piece of code. I can't match the virus's morphology to anything I've ever seen. Not only is it compatible with More, which is an incredible feat in itself, but it can employ an optimized metacloud routine to successfully compete with More for network resources. As such, I have to assume it can develop its own learning algorithms, the way More does. Red's punching straight through More's defenses and consuming its processing power at an exponential rate. And just like a biological virus, its generational mutations allow it to quickly adapt and evolve in the presence of novel countermeasures. I'm letting myself get poetic here. I need to stick to the scientific facts. So, to put it in less dramatic terms, Red's using machine learning to take over Moore's systems and seclude them for its own purpose. It's not much to go with, but it's given me an idea on how to stop it. I need to do some more research. This is Dr. Thomas Liu's research log on the rapid environment decay virus. First entry. It's been 16 hours since the first Red system infection has been detected. I've removed Oz and myself to a temporary lab outside here, which I've built inside a disused security workstation. It's air-gapped, and outside here's Faraday cage, so it should be more than enough to shield. Red is... I don't even know where to begin. It's like nothing I've ever seen. The InfoSec department red-teamed Moore's security protocols and firewalls to hell and back. Even if I wanted to write a virus for Moore, I wouldn't know where to begin. Now, obviously, no system's ever unbreachable, but I can't even begin to guess what attack vector Red used to compromise the most advanced operating system in the world. And in such a short time, no less. This is bugging the crap out of me. Is it an inside job? I hand-picked here's infrastructure team. They're the best in the world. I don't even know if one of them could pull this off, even given administrator rights. I missed something. I must have.
How remarkably fast. The Nerve VR has clearly enhanced your abilities.
This thing feels crazy intuitive, like I have a superpower or something.
Doctor, may I ask, where are we going?
Can't you tell? We're moving outside the secure zone.
Are we leaving the facility then?
Not really. We'll just build a temporary lab outside of it.
Ah, I understand. You want to study Red from a safe distance.
That's right. Here's a giant air-gapped Faraday cage. Once outside the secure zone, the Red virus won't be able to reach us through a wireless signal. That means no risk of contamination, no matter how bad the infection is inside here.
I suppose this lab will also be inaccessible to genies?
Good guess, old friend. Without human assistance, the genies are incapable of reaching the lab.
What about the old security terminals? Are those not hardwired into the facility?
Yes, which means they'll provide me with a back door into the system. They're incompatible with the Moore operating platform, so they should be safe from Red.
Should, Doctor?
That they are.
Doctor, this elevator appears out of order. However, you can simply get close to the edge and jump over. Do not worry about the drop. Your suit will protect you. So, Doctor, none of our simulations show how a virus could take over such an advanced facility as here. much less in 48 hours. So how did Red do it?
Red's an advanced virus, designed to be compatible with more. That's all we know. How does it work? Who built it? How's it so effective? I don't have the answers to any of those questions yet, but it's endangering the lives of the world's greatest scientists by locking them up in here and messing with the life support system. So, we're going to have to save them. Nothing else matters.
Of course. I will help the best I can.
Where's Neil? Why would he leave? I told him it's safer to stay put and wait.
I cannot reach him through his PI either. Do you think he is in danger, Doctor?
Hope not.
Interesting. Mr. Wilder has built a survivor tracking tool.
Who thought such a brilliant system designed by the best minds in the world could break down so easily? Talk about hubris. So the tripwires we put in place for more just never popped. Red just locked all the doors and turned off the AC, and we were never the wiser. And since we built this damn place to be unbreachable, well, good luck hacking any of the door locks. Not to mention we're facing the whole of Moore's computing power and clever algorithms. Good thing, though, is that I have a signal disruptor in my room, and I had the presence of mind to disconnect its jamming module from Moore so I can use it to deactivate the door lock system. I got outside my room, and I saw Tom rushing towards me. The smart bastard hacked his way out as well and had come to save me. We both figured a virus of some sort was taking over the system, which means we should move to the R&D center. Only logical place we could fight back from. This place has cutting-edge processors, and even better, they're all running on a separate network and on an archaic OS. We tried to go get Annabelle and bring her with us, but she's not in her room. And with all the locks around, it's hard to look for her. So Tom made the call, and we just moved the core crew to R&D. Another thing is, we had to avoid individuals with nerve VR implants. Since those things run more subroutines, it means they could also be infected. What a horrible, horrible thing to think about.
The security staff diary 384. Man, what is the point of working here anymore? We received some cargo today. About time too. I've been waiting a year for this shipment. It's already taken care of. Never thought I'd be happy to see those bastards, Hank and Skinny, but I'm damn near hugged them on sight. Now they're gone again and I just feel empty. The kind of empty you feel with JG and smoke. I'm manning the security desk for a place I'm not even allowed to say the name of on account of that 20-page NDA they had me sign in triplicate. They're trying to cut off any contact to the outside world. I swear to God, they're doing a great job too. When it started out, we get shipments on the dot every week. Then it was every month, then every other month, then once a year. It took 14 months for the shipment to show up. How long until the next one? Is it ever gonna arrive? Why won't anyone tell me what's going on? Makes me wonder why they even keep me on the payroll. I'm not some kind of big-brained engineer or scientist. I don't have any colleagues in here. No one to keep me sane but good old JD. What the hell do they need security for? What am I guarding? This place against ghosts? I need to get in touch with my lawyer to go over the contract again. Why didn't I bring my damn video games? Who am I even writing this for? I think I'm going crazy. And for what?
Doctor, it appears Mr. Wilder interfaced with his laptop recently. Let me see. He watched a video.
Did he do anything else?
There is a network log entry after the video, but it appears corrupted.
Show me the video.
Good morning, citizens of the Institute. I'm Anna, your virtual host. It's a brisk minus 31 degrees Celsius outside today. Atmospheric pressure is equal to 0.36 Earth standard atmosphere. Oxygen concentration is 13.2%. Thanks to our advanced automatic life support system, the Institute remains a pleasant 24 Celsius with standard Earth atmosphere and oxygen levels. Our entree is error in the canteen today, but save room for error and error for dessert. By popular demand, we have more error to wash it all down.
This was captured from a Nerve VR live feed half an hour ago. Mr. Wilder likely went to find the survivor. It is quite a way from here.
Guess we'll have to make it to the Genie activation hub without him.
We made it inside. That is a favorable outcome. You will now need to take the elevator back to the facility. Be careful, Doctor. The whole circuit appears to be out of commission. You will need access to the control room if you are to restore power. Doctor, wait! That genie is infected with the red virus. No matter what you do, Doctor, stay out of its line of sight. We made it inside. That is a favorable outcome. You will now need to take the elevator back to... Doctor, wait! That genie is infected with the red virus. No matter what you do, Doctor, stay out of its line of sight. Doctor, I found something we can use. If you boost the power of this E-grabber, you could use it to trigger a localized EMP discharge that would disable genies up close.
That's some nice lateral thinking, Oz. I'm impressed.
That genie is blocking the path ahead. This is the perfect opportunity to test your E-blaster.
Is this what we're calling it now?
Or you could get behind it and scan its code in order to turn it off. This will take longer, but it will spare your E-blaster's battery.
Okay, E-blaster it is.
You are Dr. Thomas Louis. You are a world-renowned expert in mechanical engineering and AI. Today is your 40th birthday. Seated in your office, you hear students in the halls coming to wish you well. You feel a surge of pleasure, or you are humbled by their thoughtfulness. Someone knocks at the door. Please come in, you call out with a smile. Instead of your students, two imposing men in black suits walk in. A serious-looking middle-aged woman follows them into the room. You feel a flicker of nervousness. A wave of irritation rises in your throat. Annabelle, what a surprise, you lie. Nice to see you, Tom. Annabelle's smile is all protocol and no warmth. I wasn't aware it's your birthday, but I happen to have a gift for you. Her gaze sweeps your office with a measure of disdain. Wanna know what it is? I'm guessing you tell me either way. Annabelle smirks, her voice dropping to a whisper. You're an impractical man, she says, her hand fluttering over a stack of awards and nestled among advanced electronic equipment. What I'm offering, she passes with theatrical flair, is a chance to apply your expertise to the safeguard of our species. You are reluctantly entranced by her words. And that is how you found yourself in here.
Accessing security profile. Class 1 security profile found. Welcome back to here, Dr. Thomas Liu. The Heuristic Emergency Response Environment, or HERE, has gathered over 2,000 of the world's greatest minds to shape its evolution. All of them are working in concert to forge humanity's brightest possible tomorrow. The future is here.
The future of humanity is distinctly lacking in humans so far.
An accurate statement, Doctor. Nevertheless, you should be able to access the Genie Activation Hub from here.
I'm bound to bump into more rogue genies along the way too. It's time I upgraded my arsenal. Can you patch me through to R&D?
Of course. I found a working terminal in a nearby dispatch center. I recommend searching for survivors along the way. Additionally, I have found an old security workstation right next to the dispatch center. Here is counting on you, Doctor.
The Signal Disruptor Drone. Assistant AA designed to block unwanted signals, features several floating emitters that allows it to create a signal barrier that blocks unauthorized signal sources.
Proxy connection established. More cloud network node online. Genie file system found. Downloading pattern file. Analyzing camera module profile. Camera module security profile identified. Secure camera API is now online.
Disable sensors that cannot see you. You can upgrade stuff.
Good. You can now hack and disable Genie camera modules, Doctor. I will update the marker on your PI to guide you to the Genie activation hub. Infected Genie up ahead. Doctor, I strongly suggest slowing down. My network monitor shows multiple genie signatures ahead. Please be careful. That genie's motion module received physical damage. In simpler terms, it cannot move. This is our best chance to test your new hacking tool. Please scan it to initiate the hacking attempt. Well done, Doctor. Doctor, be aware that every hack attempt will leave a network trace. If you hack systems in the same area too many times, the network monitoring routines will eventually catch on. I suggest completing the hacking attempt successfully and in a timely manner. Doctor, that genie is blocking your way. The signal is not strong enough to safely disable its vision module, however. I suggest using the maneuvering command we just developed. Also, you should consider adding a shortcut to that command in your list of hacking tools. I have added the command to your hacking command list. Doctor, what is your strategy for entering here undetected? It is impossible to navigate offline.
We'll camouflage our IP with a last-gen device. Surely Moore can't scan all non-Moore devices all the time. As long as we stay inconspicuous, we should be fine. But if we draw the system's attention, Moore might scan all non-Moore devices in the area. If that happens, well, it's a matter of time before it finds us. I can jump us between non-Moore devices to slow it down, but that's it.
So Moore won't be able to find us until it has scanned all the non-Moore systems.
That's right. Should buy us some time at least.
I'll add a countdown HUD when the Moore scan happens then, to help you gauge the direness of the situation.
Great idea, Oz.
Doctor, I am picking up a burst transmission. I am afraid it is being jammed, however.
Try and clean it up, Oz. This could be a distress signal.
Well... I saw you.
Well, working in the warehouse makes safety a priority in everything you do. 1. Watch where you're going, focus on what you're doing. 2. Don't block smoke sensors, sprinklers or fire exits. 3. Make sure the monitoring system is in good condition. If you hear an alarm, leave the danger area as soon as possible. And let genies handle the matter. 4. Practice situational awareness, especially around transport robots. 5. Work on electronical equipment is permitted for authorized personnel only. 6. Overloading all of electrical circuits is strictly forbidden. 7. Always put the spare keycard back after use. Check the doors and windows are closed before leaving work. The emergency unlock code is 0451. 0451. Security reminder. Hey people, as you should know by now, the cargo area is full of automated and run by more. The genies take care of the logging in, incoming deliveries, and they control the superconductor lifts to move packages around to the final destination. Why am I telling this? Because there's one thing genies can do is in your set. Close the second floor office window. How many times do I have to write to everyone about this? Next time you're feeling too lazy to walk 5-10 minutes to the smoking lounge, at least have the decency to close the window after you're done stinking up the place. I'll personally pay a beer to anyone who steps forward and gives me the name of the miserable bastard who keeps opening the window. I'm starting to think you're all taking turns and doing it to drive me mad. But guess what? Congratulations, it's working.
I should report this to maintenance. It cannot be rebooted. How unusual. Identify yourself. Hey, you there! Nothing. I saw you.
Oz, something's off with my PI. I'm gonna try and reboot it.
I see. Of course.
You were recruited among the world's foremost scientists by a secretive organization known as TIS. Your singular mission is to thwart existential threats to the future of humanity. Here is the inaugural bastion of TIS. Together with Annabelle and a cadre of brilliant volunteers, you have forged its sanctuary. For this, you have forsaken the comforts of modern life, the warmth of loved ones. Because you all know that this is the future. 9 years later, New Year's Eve. You emerge in your work assisted by us, your spiritual AI droid assistants. Echoes of laughter and lively music seep in from the outside. Oz interrupts. Doctor, something is not right. Almost in response, the room plunges in darkness. Outside, the merriment cuts off. You know the blackout is no simple glitch. Brand instinctively reaches for your wrist computer, your PI. You flip the power switch off and on. The power remains dead. Using your PI, you initiate a reboot via the backup system. Light floods the room again and the door swings open. It is fortunate we built a redundant system, Oz says in its synthetic voice. You glance at the spherical droid. Yes, but the others will not be so fortunate. We step into the corridor to investigate the disturbance. The corridor echoes with frantic banging and cries for help. The power failures had locked everyone in the rooms. As the temperature plummets, the threat will turn lethal. Thoroughly lethal. Merely unlocking the doors won't address this rapidly unfolding crisis. I need my core team, you whisper to yourself.
There. I'm back online.
Very good. Did you resolve your technical issue?
I think so.
Very well then. I shall resume my search for survivors. Doctor, I found one survivor in the Genie Maintenance Center. Here, safety protocols suggest we lend them assistance at once.
Of course. Let's go check it out.
Dr. Leo, Annabelle here. I've tried to reach you through video and more mail, but more can't tell me where you are. Dr. Wren thinks you might be in the abandoned labs outside here for reasons I cannot begin to fathom. I see you once again blocked the deployment of the latest More system patch despite your team recommending we move ahead with it. This is your call, Thomas, and I'm not here to order you to do otherwise, but I do have to question your reasoning on this matter. I know you want your computer systems to be perfect, Thomas. I understand the impulse. You're a brilliant scientist and a rigorous project leader. But you have to remember that all these technologies we are building have but one purpose: to serve the residents of here, and through them, the world at large. The more we delay these releases once they're deemed safe, the more human lives will be lost over time. We won't see these deaths here today, but they will be out there. Humans whose existence will be cut tragically short because we waited too long to make the world into a better place. Do you understand what I'm saying, Thomas? Get back to me as soon as you get this message, please.
Doctor, the two enemy AIs ahead of you are in active communication mode. They will be aware if the other malfunctions. Be careful.
Identify yourself. There must be a glitch in my detection modules.
So it's 4:13 AM, and once again I can't sleep. Every time I close my eyes, I find myself running out of reasons why so-called human intelligence is anything special. This system I'm building with Doctors Liu and Wilder is called More. And one of More's most important features is its advanced machine learning algorithm. Before we came to here, machine learning was just starting to hit the news out in the world. They built AIs that could rival humans at some tasks. Stuff like playing Go. Given clear goals and a system derived from simple rules, humans never stood a chance. Now the problem with this is, even if an AI can beat a human at Go, that skill isn't transferable to, say, tic-tac-toe. The problem set and the training data are too narrow. More, on the other hand, can learn from any set of data, even if it's not immediately applicable to the problem at hand. It can think outside the box, so to speak, apply its problem-solving data in creative ways, for lack of a better word. The bottleneck then becomes computing power, obviously. But Dr. Liu's work on Hive networking, well, it's nothing short of extraordinary. The man's a genius. The Hive network is a processing multiplier. We're already achieving amazing results with only 600 chops. And as here grows, it's clear the network architecture will scale. And so, the age-old dream of creating a human-like superintelligence, an AGI, is nearly upon us. A system capable of learning like human brains do, by acquiring data and finding unexpected patterns, creating new solutions. Will this system become self-conscious? Will it think like we do? How do we teach it to be kind and compassionate? Can we even control it unless it wants us to? And if, as I suspect, we're creating a sentient superintelligence that can be debugged, copied, upgraded, reverted, or deleted. What does that say about our own minds?
Maintenance log. Service sensor suite.
Doran's diary. I just got off my shift and it's already past 10 p.m. The night crew came to relieve us with a full staff to help deal with the genie rollout issues. I know bugs are to be expected whenever we roll out upgrades, but I've never seen anything like this. Did QA even stage test this package? We've been dealing with glitches for the best part of the last 2 weeks. Last time I ate my dinner in the mess instead of at my desk was 6 days ago. For God's sakes. My guess is it can all be traced back to a single bug in the social model code. Devs say they're working on it, but they don't sound in a hurry to me. Maybe I should reroute all my support calls to them. Let them deal with the people in the admin yelling their ears off because a genie spilled their sour latte with soy milk. Just need to relax. This will be over within a few days. A few shots of and a bad action flick and I go right to sleep.
I saw you. Ouch!
Doctor, the survivor's signal is coming from that room.
The door's locked. It would take me hours to hack through.
Please hold on. Doctor, the lock control unit is near your position. You can head back and use it to unlock the door.
There's no one here. The signal's coming from an abandoned PI.
That is a shame. Why would anyone abandon their...
Who knows what they're going through? Damn it. Oz, my PI's acting up again. I'll be right back.
An hour rushes by. The new year dawns in silence. We stand with 12 of your fellow experts in the most advanced lab in here. A symphony of keystrokes and beeps drowns out the hum of busy servers. The air is tense, voices tremble with anxiety and dread. You have uncovered the cause of the crisis. An advanced computer virus is spreading at an alarming rate. You've named the virus Rapid Environment Decay, RED, for short. Neil, your co-director and closest friend, furrows his brow. It doesn't make sense. I don't see how RED could possibly... His words are cut short by a thunderous bang. You both spin around, as the scientist is hurled across the lab, crashing lifeless against the wall. The assistant droids have turned rogue. Every droid in the lab springs from the stasis at once and turns on the scientist. There's only one way out of this chaos. Run.
Doctor, are you there? Your PI went offline again.
I'm here. I think there's something seriously wrong with this thing.
Shall I run a full diagnostic?
Let's just focus on the serum for now.
Doctor, I believe I just found 2 survivors up ahead.
Wait, 2? Are you sure?
I know we should focus on the serum, but here safety protocols dictate...
Oz, enough with the damn protocols.
We have arrived at last. The master terminal. Time to inject the red serum and put an end to this crisis.
Accessing security profile. Class 1 security profile found. Welcome back, Dr. Liu. Uploading system update package to main server.
Once the upload is complete, we can start looking for survivors.
Incoming transmission.
Tom, is that you?
Neil, where the hell are you?
Boy, am I glad to hear you.
I've been looking for you. Where are you?
I just found a survivor signal a few minutes ago. I'm in the hub monitoring room now. Just a bit further ahead of you. Did you get my message?
I received a transmission, but it was scrambled. Didn't know it was from you.
Scrambled? Are you sure?
Wait. Something's wrong.
Unauthorized access detected. Shutdown sequence initiated. Security detail on standby for dispatch.
I'm not sure what happened, but I've just been compromised.
Doctor, I suggest getting the hell out.
Hey, Tom. Listen. I have to tell you.
It can wait, Neil.
Doctor, what are you doing?
Genie activation hub lockdown complete. Now dispatching security detail.
Is that a more security chip? I see. That is a marvelous idea, Doctor.
Tom, the genies are coming online.
I know. Find somewhere to hide, Neil. I'll come to you.
Tom, are you all right? The comms went down.
That was me, sorry. How do I get to you?
I left the researcher entrance open for you. A security sweep could pick it up at any moment, though. You better hurry.
How long do I have?
I'd say 5 minutes, tops. I'll wait by the door.
On my way. Door's locked.
I know. Give me a second. There, try it now. Look out, Tom. There's a genie coming your way.
Yeah, I saw it. I think it's using some sort of signal blocker as well. Don't think I can get close.
I've got an idea. Get ready.
Who goes there?
Now, go! Ta-da! You and I together, Tom? We've always been unstoppable.
And as usual, I'm the one doing the heavy lifting.
Damn it, I can't seem to be able to hack this laser remotely.
Just leave it to me.
Okay, I'll admit it. That one was all yours. And this one is all mine.
Show off.
Who is this?
Door's locked.
I know. Give me a second. There, try it now. Look out, Tom. There's a genie coming your way.
Yeah, I saw it. I think it's using some sort of signal blocker as well. Don't think I can get close.
I've got an idea. Get ready.
Who goes there?
Now, go! Ta-da! You and I together, Tom? We've always been unstoppable.
And as usual, I'm the one doing the heavy lifting.
Damn it, I can't seem to be able to hack this laser remotely.
Just leave it to me.
Okay, I'll admit it. That one was all yours. And this one is all mine.
Show off.
Tom, I think I found...
Neil? You there? Neil? Everything all right?
I saw you.
Neil! I'm getting close. Neil! Damn it!
How strange.
Neil! I'm at the door! Where are you?
Tom, the genies found me. I'm doing my best to stall them. You need to leave now. The door could close any minute.
Just hang on. I'm coming.
No, Tom, go. I'll find another way.
You said it yourself, Neil. There is no other
Just
way.
go, all right? And be careful with Red. I believe it's... No!
Neil!
Doctor, the locking sequence has been initiated. Doctor, are you all right? Doctor? Are you there, Doctor?
I'm fine, Oz.
It seems Mr. Wilder could not escape. I am sorry, Doctor. What is our next move?
I'm working on a new plan.
Doctor, any update on the survivors?
Looks like it was another abandoned PI, Oz.
Do not be so hard on yourself, Doctor. We cannot save everyone.
So, Oz, why do you think Neil came to this area?
Mr. Wilder was known for his empathy. Perhaps he sought to help the survivors.
Yes, that would indeed be like Neil.
Speaking of which, I have analyzed Mr. Wilder's transmission from earlier. It is peculiar. The interference came from the source, and not from an external jammer. However, I did manage to isolate the signal. Mr. Wilder was saying, "green dinosaur."
Green dinosaur? Ah, yes. Yes, of course.
You know what that means?
We're out of time, Oz.
I see. What should we do?
I need to get to the Moore server room.
Oh, of course. You are going to manually shut down Moore and inject the serum while it's offline. With all due respect to your abilities, Doctor, that is much easier said than done. Even with your clearance level, you will still need to hack 2 additional cores to shut down the entire network.
Yeah, that's what Neil meant by green dinosaur. I can use Annabelle's clearance to shut down the second core.
I'm afraid I do not follow.
Sorry. Green dinosaur, it's from a magazine Neil and I read as kids called Curious. There was this story about a green dinosaur named Anne who locked away her treasure with a golden key. That's what Neil meant. Annabelle's credentials are the golden key.
What a quaint story. And what about the last one?
I'll figure something out for that one. The security chip should work if I can find a fresh MAC address.
That sounds like quite a gamble, Doctor.
I know, it's all I got, but Neil clearly thought this was a good idea.
I understand. I will do my best to guide you, as always.
Personal log of Lorenzo Ferrante, here security department. I still don't know what happened with the genies for them to all go crazy like this. But from what I can gather, the whole of here is in trouble right now. I keep hearing people scream in the corridors. I try not to think about it too much. I've been trying to get the hell out of here, but it's been a frustrating process. I had this great idea to use the laser control panel remotely and shoot my way out, but there's some sort of AI device blocking my wireless signal. I don't remember seeing specs for a signal disruptor device. What the hell is Moore doing? I think I've found a way to take out the source of the signal disruption. But so far, I'm having limited success. I did manage to download the specs of that Genie's motion data module. So far, though, I've been unable to hack it and change the core routines. I wish I was stuck with one of the programmers. They'd know how to make this work. Think, Lorenzo. There has to be a way out of this.
So, it seems we are really going back, Doctor. The elevator leading to more is just beyond the security gate. You should be able to take care of the signal disruptor now. I have marked where you can look for it. Doctor, stop. I advise against touching those red lines. Doctor, are you sure about this course of action?
Why'd you say that?
Do you remember Mr. Wilder's scrambled position? The scrambling signal came from the source itself. As such, there is a high probability someone is actively sabotaging us.
Why would anyone scramble Neil's transmission and from the source? Perhaps they were using a relay. Well, you could have tracked the signal wrong. Besides, why would anyone attempt to impede our rescue efforts?
These are compelling counter-arguments, Doctor. I cannot establish a reasonable motive for these actions at this time. Doctor, I believe this is an enhanced E-blaster, or E-gun. You will be able to use it to stun enemies from afar.
E-gun. Okay, that's more like it.
Doctor, this here is a geoanalyzer. It extends your detection abilities far beyond normal vision range. However, your current hacking time is not safe. I suggest using your enhanced E-blaster or E-gun to stun your target from up to 30 meters away.
Now going up. Destination, top floor. Did you know MORE stands for Multi-Site Operator of Response Environment? MORE is the standard distributed operating system used for the entire HERE facility. MORE features MetaCloud-powered deep machine learning operating at the kernel level. In other words, every single processor in HERE contributes its computing cycles to power MORE, from smart door locks to supercomputers. With this combined power, MORE can keep building a new and better future for all of us.
This is why here is more.
A pithy yet accurate description. Even my own processors are compatible with Moore's cloud instructions. I detect no survivor signatures up ahead. It seems even HERE's best emergency response team have lost ground.
Yeah, well, those guys were always too impressed by their own creations.
Doctor, the two AIs up ahead have an open communication channel between them. A virus would be particularly effective in this scenario.
Hi. I'm new here. Nice to meet you.
You must be Natalie. Nice to meet you too. I'm Stuart.
How do you know my name?
It's not every day there's a new face in here. Word gets around.
In here. I still can't get used to the name of this place. How do you resist doing air quotes every time you say that name?
I know what you mean. It takes a while. Here, this, more. The top brass came up with these names because they're innocuous. If someone steps outside and talks within someone else's earshot, the words won't trigger a keyword search by the intelligence agencies of the world. Much too common.
Not like we're gonna gossip to the outside people anytime soon.
Yeah, that's true, but plenty of high-ranking officials do.
Right, so there are people outside here who know we're, here.
You don't need to emphasize the words so much, you know. I can hear the air quotes even if you don't make the gesture.
Ugh. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. It took me like 3 weeks.
Doctor, I have completed a new simulation, as you requested. The probability of us successfully breaching Here's system remains quite low. By my own calculations, our chances of success stand at 0.00001%.
unwanted sound detected.
Jenna's birthday bash. Hey, so I ordered the cake with the unicorn princess and everything, just like I wanted. They delivered to your quarters Friday afternoon. So you can have your video conference with the birthday girl at 9 here p.m. Oh, she has the same cake at home. Jenna's gonna be so excited to see you. Oh, sure you don't want me to contact Henry. I could double check with him that they have the exact same cake. Make sure that Jenna will be available for chat. It's really not a problem for me. And no, it's my job to help. Also, I kind of went behind your back on this one, but I contacted Jenna's school to send her a surprise balloon arrangement on her big day. They say there's no Jenna Hopkins registered there, though. You know if perhaps she's registered under a different name? Your big girl's gonna be so happy to see you Friday. You're a good mom, and...
Annabelle's office is right up ahead. Be careful. As always, her office is likely to be surrounded by AI.
Yeah. She always trusted machines more than humans.
Here it is, Annabelle's room.
Yeah, it's strange to be back.
You two had many arguments in this room, as I remember. As the director of the Transhuman Institute of Science, she argued the need for technical innovation, while you, as the administrator of here, favored a more cautious approach. You both worked for the betterment of humanity, yet could never agree on the means to do so.
Yeah, well, I just hope she's safe.
Error. Invalid password. Error. Invalid password. Welcome back, Director Annabelle Hopkins.
There we go.
Doctor, the system log shows another unauthorized login attempt 15 minutes ago.
That's not surprising. Annabelle's the head of this. Her computer's an attractive target for survivors. It's bound to have something useful. Maybe they managed to log in on the second attempt. Doesn't matter. We're done here. Let's go.
Dr. Annabelle Hopkins, Director, Transhuman Institute of Science. I've had another argument with Dr. Liu. We both tried to keep it professional, but I could tell it was getting to him. It was getting to me too. This particular argument was about Nerve VR. Despite the tech having passed all necessary clinical trials, Thomas insists he still needs to run beta tests before deploying it in here. Says there are risks of viruses or some such nonsense. As if the human mind was but a simple machine that could be infected by a hostile piece of code. The Nerve VR system would greatly improve efficiency and quality of life in here, but well, it's Thomas's call, I guess. I'm not questioning his competence. I wish he would listen to my point of view sometimes.
Research priorities. As a director of this, it is my duty to assist members of the Institute in their research regardless of whether I personally agree with their decisions. You and I both know that innovation in order to flourish requires a light management touch, and that sometimes essential inventions arise from the most unlikely sources. For instance, without your department's breakthrough in AR tech, we would not have our magnificent orrery. That being said, I'm being told that a certain member of your department has been experimenting what she calls an AR ad chip. Thomas, I'm saying this as the director of the Transhuman Institute of Science, but also as your friend. No matter what torturous path our innovations may take, we have to keep in mind that our end goal is the betterment of humankind. One way is in which we are seeking to better humanity is by escaping the crass predatory commercialism that has plagued the world ever since one of our distant ancestors first found a gold nugget in some godforsaken cave and bashed his neighbor's skull to keep it to himself. May I recommend rethinking this AR at chip research? Surely there are more worthwhile venues for your research team to pursue. Best regards, Director Annabelle Hopkins.
Rough day at the office today. For once, it wasn't because of Thomas. I don't even know why I'm so impatient about the release schedule. I think of the kids and I imagine... I really shouldn't dwell on these things. The whole point of here is to prevent these catastrophes, these black swan events. How long have Jenna and Daryl been gone? I used to count the days. Now, I can barely remember the years. Annabelle here. Something happened. I've tried to query more, but I'm not getting any answer. Something bad's going on. I can just feel it. Dr. Leo was right about the systemic risks. God damn it. He was right. This could be our black swan. I worked so hard to protect humanity. Yet here I am, I couldn't even protect my own team. Like I couldn't protect my... When Henry left, after the kids, I keep telling myself I'm doing this to honor their memory, but I still miss them so much. I just wish that... Calm down, Anne. It's probably just a system glitch.
The Moore server room is at the other end of this corridor. The security systems up ahead are much more sophisticated, I'm afraid. Please be careful, Doctor. Should you fail, all remaining survivors, wherever they are, will surely starve to death. For the sake of all the people in here, you must purge Red from Moore's systems.
Yeah, no pressure.
As you well know, Moore is the operating core of here. It is the advanced cloud-based operating system powering this entire facility. As you suggested, accessing 3 separate master nodes should be enough to power it down. With your ID and Annabelle's, you should be able to access the first 2 nodes. As for the last one, you will have to find a way to hack into it somehow. It is highly likely you will trigger Moore's intrusion countermeasures doing so. Should that happen, I recommend employing your security chip.
Don't worry, Oz. I'm sure I'll think of something. Just another piece of code to debug on the fly.
Accessing security profile. Class 1 security profile found. Current user is Dr. Thomas Liu. Moore system core now offline.
That's 1 down. 2 more to go.
Accessing security profile. Class 1 security profile found. Current user is Dr. Annabelle Hopkins. Moore system core now offline.
What was that, Oz? Did you say something?
Hello?
Tom! Get up, Tom! Hi, my name's Neil. science book.
That was the demo game Evotinction. Thank you all for watching. Wish you all well. Like, subscribe, follow me, and see you in the next video.